guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am doing jukebox musical songs for tenors. Alright, so a jukebox musical is just a musical that takes popular pop or rock or country songs from an artist or a band and uses their songs as the music for the show. Sometimes it's autobiographical and sometimes it's not. You could use any popular pop or rock or country songs as your audition song for the show. I just happen to pick songs from already existing jukebox musicals. The point is they just want to hear that you have that kind of tone or texture in your voice, whether it's rock or pop, country. But inevitably, anytime these shows are done, the artists in them, the performers in them, sound like a Broadway performer, because that's just kind of the voices we have. We rarely have that true rock grit or, you know, that pop sound, that light pop sound. We just have a lot of vibrato. But they want to see that we can get that sort of flavor for the show. Anyway, let's get started. From Moving Out, I picked, it's the show based around Billy Joel's music, and I picked She's Got Away because it's just a beautiful classic ballad, and I think it makes a great audition piece. From Motown, the musical based on Berry Gordy's life and his relationships with all his Motown artists, I picked My Girl, the classic Smokey Robinson song, and you gotta utilize a little bit of that falsetto in your voice. From Boy from Oz, based on Peter Allen's life, and Hugh Jackman made this show very famous. This really isn't pop or rock. It's the song Once Before I Go, and it already is a very theatrical song. It's a big belt song, and it just sort of lays your heart on the line, so that's why I picked it. From Beautiful, the Carole King musical, and this is autobiographical, and the character, well, it's a true person, but Barry Mann, the character Barry Mann, sings "We Gotta Get Out of This Place," and that is that very gritty rock sound. The Animals made that song famous, which they also made House of the Rising Sun famous, so that's sort of the sound you're gonna aim for. From Rock of Ages, the very famous show based on 80s music. It's that all that 80s rock, kind of screeching rock music. And the character Stacey Jacks sings Wanted, Dead or Alive, very famous Bon Jovi song. So again, you want to try and get that 80s screechy rock sound, but even the character Stacey Jacks sort of puts a, I would say, sort of a musical spin on it, but it's a really fun number. All right, from American Idiot, based on Green Day's concept album, the character Johnny sings What's Her Name. Now, it's a group number, but the character Johnny does take lead on it, and this is not the character that Billy Joe Armstrong would sometimes come in and play. He would come in and play St. Jimmy. So Billy Joe Armstrong does have that very high tenor voice. But Johnny is also a tenor in the show, so just two very different sounds. From Moulin Rouge, Christian obviously sings Your Song from Elton John. But there have been so many covers. I mean, I've heard this song done so many different ways. You can definitely put your own stamp on it. And dare I say, make it your song. Yes, I went there. Okay. From Ain't Too Proud to Beg, the show based on the Temptations' life. And Eddie Kendricks, the lead singer of the Temptations, had that very notable, beautiful falsetto voice. So, for Just My Imagination, go listen to that song, because it just utilizes that beautiful falsetto voice. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of it. It's a very famous song. All right, from & Juliet, new Broadway show coming straight from the UK. If you have not heard about this, it's all the rage. And it's basically a sequel to Romeo and Juliet. Shakespeare and his wife are like, why'd we kill Juliet off? Let's just have her continue her life. And then somewhere along the way, Shakespeare's like, why'd we kill Romeo off? Let's bring him back. And so Romeo sings Love Me Like You Do, that very popular like light pop ballad, contemporary light pop ballad. And then Head Over Heels, based on the Go-Go's music from the 80s. It's a craziest little show. It's this kingdom who's afraid they're gonna like lose all the music in the land, and the character Music Doris sings the popular Mad About You from the Go-Go's. So that's a very fluffy, just little ballad. I'm not ballad, it's that mad about you, mad about you. Yeah, it's the Go-Go's music. All right, so if you are looking for something from the 50s, like Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis and Johnny Cash and just sort of all that, there is way too many jukebox musicals to have just picked one. But you could go look up anything from All Shook Up, $1 Million Quartet, Return to Forbidden Planet, Leader of the Pack. There is a lot of those shows. So if you need something from the 50s and 60s, I would go look at all of that kind of music. All right, there you go. I hope that helped. Check out all my other videos, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.